Hey Libra.
Hello.
We are here for your new moon and Aries reading. This is opposite your sign. So this is the new moon in Aries, opposite Libra.
Yay.
Yay! So this is going to be interesting for people like you to see how the emotional opposition is going to
I agree.
either get you going and make you feel more courageous, or it's going to feel annoying and you're going to try to figure out how to make it more balanced.
Yes. We've already done the universal agenda.
I just got a peek, so I'm like, oh fuck.
Oh yeah. She's always either jumping the gun or running behind.
It's true. I'm rarely on time. I'm usually either super early or like way too late.
Anyways, card blessing universal agenda. You can find the link for that down below. That's going to talk about all the transits going on near and around and in this new moon in Aries time frame, and how that on a general level can influence your reading and yourself, basically. So if you haven't watched that, please stop here, watch it.
Y'all, there's some truth happening right now. So it's hard to characterize what type of truth, but it's something that your heart knew but didn't really want to hear or accept. And I feel like Libras know what it is. Whether it's romance or this whole coronavirus thing, it's not what you wanted to hear. It has you in a grief spiral. It's not the nicest thing for you, and your heart literally hurts right now. So there's not really anything I can do to sugarcoat the mayhem that's going on inside your chest. So we got to keep going.
A Libra moon, the way that I would definitely be able to coincide with that is the way that this coronavirus is playing with people's money, therefore playing with people's power business. To be able to, business, or even like get their nails done, like.
Yeah, I know. I've got my nails growing out right now, and so don't like it.
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like that. But it says, I am always learning. And it's an affirmation. So between the Three of Swords and you're always learning, it's whether you have something going on in your personal life or, like she said, the coronavirus right now, it's a time to learn. You always got to make sure you're learning from it and not just going through it tunnel visioned.
I'm going to quote Kanye, because the most beautiful thoughts are always besides the darkest.
Yeah, there's got to be contrast. You got to be going. You got to go through times like this to know what times like this is going to be like.
And if I believe, because you've probably picked up on the energy of this reading, whether you're new to us or not, you wouldn't have come across this content unless you've come in contact with some level of grief or trauma that you're trying to process through. And you're familiar with the healing properties of a scorched forest. You know that things grow back twice as green, twice as beautiful once everything has gone through and been decimated sometimes. So having that void or whatever's been ripped away from you right now is merely opening up, setting up an opening for the next thing to come and fill the space, which will be... We'll probably hear this in this card, but it's going to be whatever you desire to create. That's going to fall down.
Okay, I'm going to adjust it real quick.
We have a monitor, and it's going to fall down. It's all scooting towards the edge. I'm like, no.
There we go. Anyways, what's the next card?
Yeah. So you're literally learning whatever's going on. It's not quite time to move on from it. This is the Six of Swords reversed. There's more information to glean out of this situation. You're taking in
There's more to
the
be
enlightenment.
Like
You have to stay in your discomfort for this. And there's wisdom coming to you to be able to help clear and help you move on from it. But in order for you to actually let this go or fully process this grief, you're going to need to feel it all the way through.
I agree.
And it's I really don't like telling you to dwell on this, but do it in a healthy way if possible. What does it say? What's it say? Oh my god.
It says a quote to meditate on. When you check your own mind properly, you stop blaming others for your problems. You recognize that your mistaken actions come from your own defiled, deluded mind.
Wow.
So it comes back to yourself.
So you're feeling things, but are you the originator of the grief? Like, is it because that maybe you had an expectation that didn't take into account somebody else's best interest?
Right.
And your desire is now getting put through some grief because it didn't work out the way you thought it was going to work out, but you're still learning more about yourself and other people through this? Sounds like a breakup. Yes, I'm touching my face because I washed my hands and I'm home. I'll touch it all I want.
And, breakups can suck, but you know what? It always comes to something bigger and better. And there's, in each relationship, too, whether it's karmic or, you feel like it's
a
more
spiritual connection of some sort.
There's always lessons to be learned. There's always thought patterns, and behaviors to learn. There's always something you could take from every situation that you go about. And for Libras, being balanced is something you guys tend to be really good at. And so trying to just look at things from all different perspectives.
Everybody's an asshole. And that includes ourselves. More often than not, we ourselves perpetuate our own grief in one way or another.
And she basically quoted yesterday Dr. Phil on TMZ when we were watching, and he said, before
that is where I heard that recently. I forgot.
Yes, and he goes, before you judge, remember that somebody probably thinks you're a piece of shit too.
He was talking about relationships and getting through the quarantine with people you love, but are getting on your last nerve at the same time.
So, no, shit happens, but there's always something to be learned from it. And
nobody loves what's going on right now, but you're soldiering on with a bunch of shit on your mind right now and on your heart. And it's a particularly uncomfortable time for you. So I want to say that I'm sorry that you're dealing with that level of bullshit, but you're going to be happy that this happened after it's over. You will gain wisdom from this. Should you desire
there's something really big
to get deeper, this will do that too. So
absolutely.
I'm sorry guys, but also I love you.
All right, Libra, this concludes your new moon in Aries reading from us, and we will see you in the next one.
Bye.